Cancer. How are you, my loves? Welcome. Inflow Tarot. Mary Patricia here with your weekly update. Week commencing the 10th to the 16th of Jan. Remember, whatever doesn't fit, just let it go in the flow. Just take whatever resonates. Let's see, what do we have for Cancer for this week, please? Apologies for the lateness. It's been hard. It's been so hard to get anything out at the moment. I've been so busy, but I want to continue to do these updates and stay as consistent as possible. What have I got for Cancer, please? Just give me 3 cards. Can I get 3? One more. Okay. Cancer. So Cancer, what I have for you is the 6 of Wands, the 8 of Discs, and I have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. So I think it's interesting that most of the cards that fell for you seem to be black and white. There's a little bit of red in between. I think that's really interesting, actually. And there are some hard lines also in your cards here, some hard lines. So it's almost like, I feel like people are making strong decisions here, you know, about their future. Strong decisions about the future. You know, I feel like there is a certain amount of clarity, but someone here isn't communicating that clarity, which is interesting. Okay, so with the 8 of Discs at the center of the reading, you know, this is somebody who is real focused, real diligent on what it is that they're working on at this particular time. There's a lot of concentration on it. It's almost like you're mastering something. So you're just taking that time to just really hone in on your craft. I mean, you're not focused on anything else at this particular moment. That is your key focus. And it's almost like it's like everything else is very, very secondary. Everything else is very, very secondary. You know, this is real interesting for Cancer being a water sign. You know, there's a lot of energy for working on the stability. There's a lot of energy for working on the apart from working on the stability, I think it more has to do with how you feel about your work. There's a lot of passion, a lot of passion for your work here, a lot of passion. And somebody who is driving, the driving force at the center of their business. Somebody here is very successful at what they do, or is going to be very successful at what they do. You know, there just seems to be this focus on it. It's just this focus. It feels like it's unwavering. But with the Queen of Swords in reverse, somebody is not communicating that vision as clearly as what they're doing other things. It's interesting here because I feel like even though they're none of the cup cards, I can feel the emotions with the cards. There's a lot of emotions. Somebody, it's almost like do or die. Somebody has to make something really work here, you know. And if it doesn't work, it's going to be like a disaster for them or something like this, you know. It feels very last chance saloon. I don't know why. Let's see, why is the Queen of Swords in reverse? I mean, or it could be that somebody, it could be here that somebody who is not so clear on their messaging. That's very interesting. So the Empress fell in reverse. I don't like when Venus falls in reverse, mainly because she's the mother, she's basically the mother of the deck. You know, she's the mother of the deck, she's the mother of fertility, she's abundant, she's opulent, she sits back and she allows, she's already put in all of the work, so now she just sits back and she allows, right? She allows. Everything is about allowing with her. She sits back and lets things come to her. I mean, so with her in reverse, that's really interesting. It could show here that you're probably working too hard, too much pushing up against the current energies. I don't know how you're feeling at the moment, Cancer. But when the year started, I started so slow. I'm still in slow-mo mode, basically. So although I was still doing the readings, I felt really, really tired in between. I've been doing a lot of sleeping, a lot of journaling. I've been doing a lot more, I've been chanting more as well. I've been listening, I would say, more to my own voice at this particular time. And maybe you're that person that just feels like I'm not able to sit back and relax. I need to get things done. I need to get my focus on. And when that happens, it's very much a case of working against nature. It's very much a case of working against nature. I find it very fascinating with these kind of things. They happen because there are energies at the moment that are preventing us from being go-getters and being forward moving and making everything happen for ourselves. Yeah, there are energies at the moment that are really designed to allow us to slow down and decompress from all the happenings of last year, maybe even the year before for some of us. And I've been listening to some astrological sort of readings lately on YouTube, and a lot of them are actually saying the year doesn't really fully kick flow until February. And I think that's really fascinating because I've been feeling that energy. And this is maybe the energy that's coming through on your reading. Yeah. It's really interesting because you also here have the Hermit on the side. So this is somebody maybe who's not sure about maybe coming out of the closet, so to speak. Coming out of the closet meaning mingling more with others rather than just focusing so much on this particular project or work thing that's going on here for you. Or this could be soul seeking as well. That's interesting. That's interesting. Is there anything more on that? What else fell in reverse? Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. Which means there's an emotional gesture that's not coming in. Or there's an emotional gesture that you're not making to yourself. That's also a possibility here. Interesting here that you also have the Knight of Cups in the upright. You have the Knight of Cups in the upright. The Knight of Cups completely fascinates me because with the Knight of Cups, this is somebody who, he's a knight, remember, he's not quite a king. He doesn't have complete control over his emotions. And we know with water, it can change states, So water can go from being completely solid and frozen to completely melted and hot. Okay. Water can slip through your fingers, right? You don't have any control over it. Okay. So even though the Knight of Cups is here, I feel like there could be an issue with an emotional attachment to what you're working on. There could be an issue with an emotional attachment to what you're working on. It's almost like I'm not sure if you're sure that it's working. Maybe you've had a lot of success with it in the past. Maybe you feel successful with it, But this new paradigm we're moving into, right? It's a new phase of things. It's a new phase of things, right? It's a new way of doing things. So maybe this is your opportunity to to see a new way of doing things rather than being so stuck on how you usually do things. All right? There's a lot of focus on how you usually do things. And here with the Queen of Swords in reverse, right? It could be a call for you to communicate this in a different way. That's interesting. Because with the Empress also in reverse, I feel like the way that you used to do things, you know, the way that maybe used to bring you success is no longer working. And there's a call for you to see things possibly in a different way, to try and see things in a different way. There could be a call for you to put more of your emotions into something here. There could be a call for you to put more of your emotions into something here. Is there anything else on this? Can I get maybe one or two cards? I need more. Can I get one more? I don't want all of those. Just give me one or two. Because there is an offer that wants to come in here. Or once again, there's an issue with the emotions. That's interesting. So this could be for two sets of people. This could be, you know, I think it's, it has something to do with work to start off with. You know, there's a work situation here. A definite work situation. But it's almost like there's a lot of emotional, you know, a lot of emotional baggage, should I say. There's something emotional that's attached to it. There's something emotional that's attached to your work. You know, I wonder if this even makes sense for anybody out here. This is insane. There's an offer from the universe of abundance here. There's an offer of abundance here, but it feels like it's really attached mostly to your emotions. Maybe there's a call for you to separate that. Can I have more on that for Cancer, please? Yeah, there's a call here for you to move away from this state of heartbreak. Or somebody here is moving away from a state of heartbreak. That's interesting. So that is the emotion. Or someone here is moving away from heartbreak. So the swords are falling out. Right. I do like, and this is in reverse, because the swords are falling out. And the clouds are at the bottom rather than at the top. So there's a little bit more clarity here. Because it's interesting. I think there's someone here who has all these emotional attachments to something working. Could be a love situation, you know, at least now with the hearts. You know, so somebody's moving away from that huge focus of making something work emotionally. You know, but there could be a work situation here as well. You know, there could be a work situation here of somebody who is working real diligently on something, you know, but doesn't know what message to actually communicate. They don't know how to communicate clearly here. Going back to the love situation, right, there's actually an offer of abundance, okay, that seems to be attached to love. I never usually get these readings for Cancer. This is normally like an aqua thing. Is this making any sense? You know, I'm actually going to leave the, you know what? Okay, the Tower's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, maybe this is now going to make sense to somebody. You know, too many things are coming out in a very random sort of way. So someone's life is shook up at this particular point. This has either happened, is happening, or is upcoming. You know, there's going to be a change, you know, that is external to yourself. Okay, so this is something that has, something you have no control over. The universe is taking the wheel basically and changing something. You know, this is a very convoluted situation. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. And with that card at the bottom of the deck, it makes a little bit more sense to me. It makes a little bit more sense. In the love situation, if you're in a love situation that is emotionally unfulfilling and unclear to you, the universe is speaking, and the universe is going to speak quickly. You know, there's going to be fast movement with that. If you're in a work situation and the work situation is unfulfilling emotionally, there is going to be change. That change is going to bring in a new offer of abundance that is going to take you out of that heartbreak that you have experienced in the past, that you are experiencing, or something that is upcoming. It's almost like the gem at the end of a rainbow, something like this, you know. There is someone here who doesn't have a lot of emotional stability, you know. There's some emotional... There's someone here, right, who could be younger than you, you know, or could be a child, right? The emotional stability is a little bit unbalanced at this particular time. And it could be because of an offer that has not been taken, is not really being looked at, is not even really being considered. It fell on the side as well. So there's a lot of things that doesn't seem to be quite sure with you at the moment, Cancer. There's a lot of things hanging in the balance. You're not sure if you should go into soul seeking, into solitary confinement, meaning soul seeking, looking for the truth, taking a spiritual journey, or you're not sure if you should take this offer of love from somebody who may not be emotionally stable. Oh my God, I can't do it. Cancer, I've got to go. There are too many things here in this reading. I wasn't expecting something so deep and convoluted. There's a lot of different stories here, Cancer. If this is resonating with anyone, okay, please mention below, all right? But regardless of your situation here, there's definitely going to be a tower moment that's going to move quite quickly. You know, either somebody is going to send a message, somebody is going to have a phone call about this tower moment. That tower moment is going to happen. That seems to be the big thing here that's going to cause a lot of movements in whatever these situations are. Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by. I shall see you again next week. Like, share, subscribe. I hope this resonates for somebody out there. All right then, my sweets. Ciao for now.